Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, it's been a while since we made a video, but anyways, we're gonna talk about the newest trailer for Granblue vs Rising. Yay! We got a character pass 2 teaser. Now I've already watched this. I just want to replay this and then talk about the different things that I think are interesting to mention when it comes to a trailer like this, and kind of the reason why this is also happening, right? Because as we know, there's been a little bit of a thing with Steam and announcing DLCs and making sure that the customer knows what they're getting. I feel like there's something going on there, but we're gonna talk about that for a little bit and also talk about the characters that they are going to show in this trailer and just give my thoughts in general on the subject. So just, you know, we'll just play the trailer right away because, you know, it's the most important thing right now. Let's go. I'll just say, I'll also mention, I'm not a fan of the music. I'm not a fan of the music. I don't like this type of music personally. There's a lot of other songs in Granblue, but you know, it's whatever. Oh yeah, they also show this is interesting. The order in which they show the characters is kind of cool too, because they kind of show some of the DLC one. They show even characters from like older Granblue in a certain order. That's pretty cool. Siegfried. They say it's kill issue in the song. That's great. Yeah, we got Seofon, of course. This character is going to be cool, right? I mean, I don't think it's going to be cool to fight. I feel like it's going to be another Belial, but it's a cool addition, right? Galleon, I know a lot of people going crazy. Wilnas, pretty cool. Who? Meg? I'm sorry. I'm kidding. And ILSA, let's go. Alright, that's pretty cool. And then they show the costumes, every battle pass costume, and then the exclusive shop costumes and stuff too. Damn, this season is like the season of the 6 dragons, huh? Well, alright. Cool stuff, right? Cool little things. Cool things. So let's talk about this. So personal feelings here. Personal feelings right away. I'll just say I'm 50-50 about this. you know how it is. New season, new big update, new Doom post, new Doomer energy. No, I'm kidding. That's not really what it is. But I'm just a little bit disappointed, a little bit bummed out about this lineup, and specifically about the order as well. I would say, right? Okay, Seofon, yeah, that's like the big poster dude of the season, right? Obviously, that's fine. We already like this. Now we have next in line Galleon and Wilnas. So Galleon in spring, Wilnas in summer. I think Wilnas in summer is actually great. I think it's a pretty cool character to showcase, especially if they have a trailer for Evo. I think that's a pretty cool, you know, your big burly red hair, big beefy dude that you're going to put in front of the screen for everybody to see, and it does like a bunch of fire punches and shit. You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? That's a pretty cool one. I think I like him in summer. Galleon, on the other hand, first of all, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. This video, I know I'm going to get some people not happy about the things I'm going to say. I'm not a Galleon fan. Personally speaking, I'm not a Galleon fan, especially just visually, right? So it's not so much that I think this is a bad character to have. Right, I'm not even gonna hide it. I'm a huge simp for Fedio. I'm gonna say I got my biases towards melanated waifus, right? Oh yeah, also she's like Bataraga basically height, right? So she's really tall, you know. I mean, I'm down for another one of those, you know. We don't have enough of the Fedio type. We only have Versusia at the moment. That's all we got. So you know what I mean? My problem with Galleon is that in terms of variety for the cast, right? In terms of variety for the cast, this is just more of the same thing that we already have. Galleon is like, she's like 155 centimeters, what they say on the website. So she's about Jita's height, basically, right? So it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same archetype that we already have 50,000 times in the game. I'm not really a big fan of this one, just for the sake of variety. Like I mentioned, I would have much preferred Fediel. I'm not against Galleon though, right? In fact, if the lineup was Galleon, Wilnas, Fediel, I would have been like, yeah, you know what, I don't care about this. This is pretty cool, right? But next we have to talk about Meg. And I got some feelings about this one, definitely. So I'm not a big Granblue, I'm not super knowledgeable about Granblue, right? But I know one or two. I've seen Meg like a few times here and there. I would say I don't think she's like necessarily the most, you know, insanely most liked and beloved and absolutely long-awaited character. Personally speaking, I think there are characters that I don't know. I just think that characters. I mean, yo, where's Seofon? You know what I mean? And some people could say, well, they might, you know, add Seofon in season 3, blah blah blah. But this game is not exactly on its best legs, I would say. Let's just put it that way. It's not exactly doing great. I don't think we have really the luxury to add characters that are like this. To me personally, right, it's just my own opinion, but I think when I look at Meg, she's kind of I would say an Uno pick from Granblue Vanilla Season 2. She's kind of like that. She's just taking the slot. I think we would have much rather had, it would have been much rather to have another character. Like there's a lot of characters that can fit the bill here. I don't think Meg is one that I would have actually picked for Season 2. So not exactly a great fan of this one. ILSA, I like ILSA, right? I've been fighting my ass off for ILSA to show up in this game. I'm a big fan. Like, I love the character. She's cool. I hope we get the costumes. I hope we get ILSA Dark. She looks amazing. I hope we don't get the bikini. Bikini is lame. Give me the ones with the jeans. I want that one. That one is cool. But ILSA is cool. The problem is, look at that date. Look at that release window. Early 2026, bro. At this point, I'm already waiting for season 3. I'm not even. I'm looking at this lineup. You know, there's a certain rule in art that says, like, in terms of composition, if you paint or if you draw things in a way, if you draw certain lines in a certain way, they can take the viewer out of the picture. This is exactly what this is doing for me right now. It's not making me look forward to season 3. It's making me skip season 2, ignore it, and just wait for season 3 already. So what I'm trying to say is, this lineup I think is not bad. I just think the way it's set up and also the choices that they've made are kind of making me not so interested in season 2 at all when it comes to characters. It's a personal opinion. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but personally, I'm just saying it's kind of taking me out a little bit. And there are things or there are characters I would have much rather had. If I had my personal, like, looking at this list, if I had to just put things together here in my own personal opinion, I would have said Fediel, Wilnas, ILSA, Seofon. That's basically, that's how I would have said it. I think that would have been fine that way, but that's just me, right? So again, Seofon might show up in season 3. I just think it's a big bummer if that's the case, because if we're getting a season 3, this is a big bet. If we're getting a season 3, because again, this game is not necessarily on its best leg, like I said. We need the biggest bangers, craziest characters in season 3. We need some of the most insane things for season 3, and it has to come out fast. You know, it's not. It shouldn't be like one of those things where they go again like spring, summer. But these characters have to come out a month next to each other, and they have to be really good. Like, not some randos. I think Granblue has a lot of characters. It's the biggest strength of the IP, but it can also be the biggest weakness for a game like Versus if they pick characters wrong. I mean, really, very recently, we already had a case of a game shutting down, especially because of the lack of hype that was around it, and that is Multiverses. big multi-billion company has all the IPs in the world, and the characters that they choose to pick for that game are absolutely abysmal, right? So a game like Granblue, I don't think can afford to do, you know, add characters. I have a really big bone to pick with Meg. That's what I'm trying to say basically. So that's pretty much what I'm saying. So the other thing too is the reason why they made this trailer. Obviously, like I mentioned, there's been this big thing about Steam where they now want companies to actually list the things that the customers are getting whenever they pay for DLC. No more hidden things, no more weird, you know, transactions things, just clear and very obvious things that the customers are going to buy. They want it to be clear for the customers as much as possible, which is good. I like transparency. I think this is fine, but it's also been a little bit of a topic around for the fighting game community, you know, things like that, because obviously people like the surprise. People like whenever there's the hype of, oh my god, who is going to be the next character, who are going to get, and I think that's really good. I think that is actually a good thing, because yes, I personally don't like I'll say this, right? I have a lot of problems with the way fighting games handle a lot of the things that they do. For example, I don't really like the way they handle the release of new characters. I don't like the way they handle DLC characters not being even accessible through training mode and stuff like that. I think that's really lame. But I will say that the one thing that I like is the surprise. I think it's always exciting, and it's fun, right? It's fun for big events like EVO and stuff. Like when they announced Versusia, I think that was probably the craziest and one of the coolest characters they could have announced at that point. It was like a big surprise, because she's not even in Granblue. She's a Versus exclusive character, so that was a huge surprise, and she was pretty well received. Actually, this character is really cool. A lot of people like her, me included. I have a lot of fun with the character, and I'm debating if I want to push her to Master Rank, possibly as my third character in Master Rank. We'll see. But yeah, I like the surprise for DLC characters. So having something like this happen is a little bit of a bummer, and it kind of takes you out of the hype a little bit. I don't know if there's a better way for fighting games to handle characters and to, you know, push for season passes and stuff. In fact, I have a feeling that the season pass culture almost needs to be abolished, and at this point they should just release character at pretty much regularly, and every time they release them, maybe we pay for them or whatever. Then again, you know, expensive games. Expensive games, I don't know, they might have to go down the route of every other online games whenever they release a new character, you know, like League of Legends, for example. They release a new character, and then it's like, if you have the blue currency to buy them, you buy them. If you don't, you wait until you have the blue currency and then you buy them, or you can just buy them with real money. So that's just how it is. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of a bummer when it comes to the surprise. So yeah, and like I said, this lineup, because it's not to my personal taste, I'm already taken out of it, and I'm kind of waiting for season 3 already. Because I mean, by the time we have season 3, ILSA will be in the game anyways. She might as well just be a season 3 character at this point. If she's all the way down there in early 2026, will I even be alive in early 2026 with the way the world is and how crazy it is these days? I don't even know. So, you know, I'm already waiting for season 3. Anyways, so that's all that I wanted to ramble about. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, because maybe I'm going too hard on Meg. Maybe I don't even know. Maybe Meg is going to be my new main. Who knows? But I really doubt it. So let me know what you think, definitely, because to me this is like a 50-50. I think it's cool. I'm sure a lot of you will be excited about Galleon and Wilnas, definitely. ILSA also has our fan base. Meg, I'm not so sure. Seofon at least is here, so we're happy. But that's all that I'm going to say. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.